hear that your family's income hasn't been affected as much as others. This money will be definitely discretionary. I would like you to consider spending that money here at home with local businesses. I would start by giving a little back to the ones that have always been so good to us, the ones that sponsor ball teams, buy ads in school annuals, the ones that you hear about doing good things for others. Most of the small guys are really struggling, and if you buy a $100 gift card or 2 or 3, you can really make a difference to a small business. Churches and nonprofit organizations have seen big dips in their income and will have to make tough decisions in coming days and weeks. How about a little something extra for them? Again, if you need this money for utility bills or food or rent, please use it there. I would also add that if you're considering places to spend it, consider doing business with some of the advertisers you hear on this very station. Every bit of income this radio station has comes from our advertisers. If you like what we do, support us by supporting the ones that pay for it. Wow, just think of what we could do with the millions of dollars headed our way. One last thing. During this time of sheltering, we want you to know how much we appreciate you and think of you and how you and your family are doing. Know that and know that God is watching over all of us.
We at the Edge Media Group believe in the power of prayer. That's why we're asking you to pray for our community. It's simple. Just record yourself on your phone and email us your prayer. Give your name and record your prayer. We'll do the rest. Email your prayer to prayerswpky@gmail.com. We'll broadcast a community prayer on this station every day around 10 in the morning and 10 in the evening. Before our morning prayer at 10, we will ring bells as requested by Governor Andy Beshear. We will get through this together.
1580 103.3 WPKY. And of course, it's time for Coffee Talk this morning. And we really enjoy this every single day. And it's something that we really look forward to around here. And we always have fun. And it's one thing also that we like to start off with a bang. And the way that we do that is with our kids doing the pledge. And I can't think of any other way that I would rather start off the day with the kids doing the pledge. We sure have enjoyed that. And we started that at the beginning of the NTI school year when they first were out of school, just to try to give them some normalcy and to try to give them something to wake up and kind of start their day off. And you know what? It's really turned into something that everybody has really enjoyed. If you would like your child to be a part of this as well and would like your child to be featured on that, it's very simple to do. All you have to do is get them to call and leave their version of the pledge on our answering machine. Very easy. Here's the number, 270-963-9155. Just leave their name and then, of course, them doing the pledge, and it's very simple. If you'd like to record them on your phone or on your computer and email them to us, you can do that as well. WPKYonline@gmail.com. All right, everybody ready? Stand up. Here we go.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, I love them. I don't think you can start off a day any better. And, of course, this lady I know agrees with me because she is all about the kids in this area. It's Miss Rhonda Jewell from the Caldwell County Extension Office. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am good. I will tell you, I about run out of breath talking about everything the Extension Office has got going on.
We're trying. I tell you, this is really, this pandemic has really changed the way we work and the way we think, and we've had to kind of like switch gears really quickly. And for some of us older, more, I guess you could say more experienced people, it's a little harder just because, but I feel like I'm learning very quickly.
Well, I'll tell you.
A lot of Zoom, which Zoom is no problem. I don't have any problem with that. But we're getting the hang of it very quickly.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job, I think, because every time I turn around, you've got something new on there, woman.
Yeah, we're trying. We're trying, which we really have a good, I guess you could say, good network in the state of 4-H professionals, and we're sharing all kinds of things, and some of the stuff I come up with, some of the stuff other people come up with, and we share, and so it's really helping us get things out there and not having to dig and search, and that's what takes so much time, and it's so frustrating when you don't have the time. But we're just trying to keep kids as well as families, and not necessarily just farmers, everybody in the community. We're just trying to keep everybody, I guess you could say, give them something to do other than school, and we're try to do some fun things, but they're educational also. So, we're just trying to keep people entertained, I guess you could say.
Well, you know what, Rhonda? I don't know about you, but back in the day, my grandma used to say, she had this thing about idle hands and idle minds. And she said that's when we get in trouble. And she used to keep me busy and say, you know what? Idle hands, I think it was something, idle hands are the devil's playground. I think is what she used to say. And but that is, I tried it. Well, that's something that she said that to me a lot. But that's one of those things that I think I agree with that as a mom though. If you can keep them going,
especially in this day and time with technology the way it is, they always have a phone in their hand and they've always got the world at their fingertips. And they, I don't think they realize that, but they do. But and like you said, idle hands and idle minds. They need to be doing other things and holding that phone all the time, or sitting there playing games, having an iPad in their face.
Well, and today's a perfect day to get on there and do some of those activities that you've logged on there, because it's a rainy kind of day, and you can even have fun with census activities on your website with the kids.
Yes. Yes, we do. And one of the things that we're trying to do is each week doing a brown bag activity, and it's kind of family-based. Sometimes it may be more 4-H age-geared. Sometimes it may be preschool and a little bit of combination, but we try to make it as family-oriented as possible. They may get some recipes. They're always going to get a hand-washing guide. But then I know last week was Earth Day, and that's one of my favorite days. And so we had an Earth Day grab bag, and I had there were seed bombs where they had the ingredients to make a seed bomb, which is really, really cool and fun. And then Cheerios necklace, and then we had some recipes in there, just some fun things. An Earth Day scavenger hunt that they could do with their family, and just all kinds of things. And this week, I know Ashley has one going out today, and she does a laugh and learn, and I do a little 4-H one that's mainly just 4-H geared, and hers, which I think today the Laugh and Learn is 10 and under, and it's called Germs, Germs, Germs. And you can do a little bit of hands-on activity with germs, and so that ought to be a lot of fun. Those are available today at the Extension office. And anytime we have anything, our office is closed to the regular public, but we do have a porch area, and we've got bins, and in those bins you'll find, whatever activity that we have going on. So, and you can also drop off soil samples. The bags are in the tub for soil samples, and you can still do that. So we're still doing business, just not traditionally the way we do.
Well, and those newsletters, this is another time when I can actually say something about this too, because this is one of those things that I always enjoy getting, and it's the 4-H newsletter. It really kind of keeps you up to date on what's going on, and if you're wanting to get your kids started in 4-H, it's a great way to kind of look at all the options and everything that the kids are doing.
Exactly. And I try to do one once a month, but it just doesn't always happen. But that is one of the ways that we have a lot of people come in the office and they want to get their kids started in 4-H, before they're of age. And I usually encourage them to get on the newsletter mailing list, and that way you'll see the things. Anybody, you see the things, you get it beforehand. A lot of kids get one at school, but then they may not make it home. So if you get it in the mail, you're going to get that information probably a little sooner. So it is one of the best ways to stay in touch. And we do a lot of Facebook. I tell you what, I don't know what we do without Facebook, because it has been the best, it's the best marketing tool, I guess you could say. But it's just one of the ways that we get information out. And again, like I said, we share information, but it's a way for us to communicate, especially in this day and time. And Instagram also. We're using Instagram more and more because that's where the kids are.
Right.
So I don't know what we would do without social media in this day and time.
Well, it's one of those things that you can look at it in a bad way, but it really is a great tool if it's used correctly. I mean, I don't, everything from the advancements that we've seen where we're now seeing more and more government, on social media, and we're seeing the schools that we're able to, the kids basically be in a virtual classroom together with a lot of the advancements. And, that comes from, you and I had talked before about all the technical things that the kids can get involved in with 4-H. I mean, there is such a, you talk about some really not idle minds. I mean, these kids, I don't know if they ever sit still, because this is something that they can really, expand their knowledge and dream big and then learn big, right?
Right, there sure is. I know some counties, and I don't have, because I don't have a leader, but some counties have a GPS. They do a lot with GPSs. And I was in an in-service several years ago, or not an in-service, I was at a meeting, a national meeting, and there were some kids there from some coastal states, Georgia, South Carolina, and they had done mapping, the GPS mapping, and they had mapped out like hurricane safe centers or something like that. I can't exactly remember, but done several different things. Very impressive. And there was a lady there from NRSI, which is a company that does that. And she said that these kids were going to get offered jobs as soon as they got out of high school, starting like at $50,000 just because of the knowledge that they got in 4-H without a college education. It was because they had, they knew, they had, I guess you could say, hands-on training before they ever got out of school, just because of things that they were involved in.
Well, and I want to just make
sure,
right, and I just want to make sure people understand that this is not your grandma's 4-H. This is not even my 4-H.
Right.
When I was a kid, it meant cross stitch, and it meant cooking, and it meant sewing. And you know what? Those were wonderful. I had a ball in every single one of them that I did, but I mean, this makes the options are endless right now for kids.
Right, they are, and it's all about learning, and even you may have learned how to cook and sew and stuff, but those are skills that you still use today.
Right.
So it's in 4-H is so much more. It used to just be cows, sows, and plows is what we used to say, but now there's 4-H clubs in New York City. We have communication and leadership. Those are two of our big focus areas, and coming up STEM. So, we have a lot of, it's fun. I think everything that we do is fun, and but it's also very educational.
All right, I'm going to ask the hard question, but I know it's on everybody's mind, or at least a lot of people's minds, because especially this time of year, 4-H camp. Where are we at with camp?
Well, right now, our typical dates, our typical time has been, and our typical camp has been canceled, or it's been kind of like, I guess you could say, altered because of COVID and because of the regulations. The CDC regulations, and UK. Our proposed date is July the 13th through the 19th, and this is a 3-day, 2-night camp. They were trying to get everybody in, so they had to cut the days back. The cost is $150 versus $210. Again, it depends. It all depends on the CDC regulations and really basically, what our state says and what UK says, because even if CDC says yes, it's okay, if UK says no, then we won't. May the 8th is supposed to be the determining date. So after May the 8th, we'll know more. I've really not promoted it, and I've sent the people that are signed up for camp, I've kind of let them know. We're just kind of in limbo. But May the 8th is the determining date, and, I just have no idea. Nothing breaks my heart more than anything as to thinking that we wouldn't have 4-H camp, because I know this year, especially kids are going to need it. They need some normalcy. They need some fun. They need some get outdoors. And but again, we'll know more in a couple of weeks. So,
well, and I think that's one of the things too. Is with a lot of things, we're going to have to wait and see. We can throw a date out, but we just really don't know because we can't predict it. Nobody can.
They just don't want to give up. I do know some other things that have been canceled, and I'll just kind of throw those out there. Cloverbud Camp, which was supposed to be the weekend before we camped. That's been canceled. There may be, hopefully they may have something a little bit later, but may not. Teen Conference, which is the second week in June, that's been canceled.
Aww.
State Livestock Contest has been canceled. They're hoping to do something a little bit later, but I'm not sure. And the state horse events have been canceled. So quite a few things. And this is such a busy time for us. This is just, it's like, oh my gosh. And I always complain, I'm so busy. I can't, especially in June, but I am really missing it. I'm missing the kids, and I'm missing just the busyness. So.
Well, and I'll tell you, when they say, I don't know if people realize this is not just events that they go to have fun. These kids, especially with some of these, like the livestock and that sort of thing, the horses, they work all year long for the culminant. This is their Super Bowl time, This is, they have worked, and I don't mean that they've sat in front of a computer and worked. They've blood, sweat, and tears into these projects and these animals in some instances. So when they don't get to go, and when it means that they have to stay home, that's a big hit. So, I mean, when you can, if you know of a 4-H kid, please tell them how proud you are of them, whether they get to go to their Super Bowl or not. They did an amazing job, and I don't want them to kind of slip through the cracks and not get recognized for that.
Well, I hope not. It's just it's a challenge for everybody, and the kids that show, this is their showtime. Also, they're getting ready for what would be their showtime. So. They're missing out on that too. So
I keep thinking of little Evan and his pig. Bless his heart. You talk about working. That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. They put a lot of work into it. One of the things that we have our fingers crossed is about the state fair. Not really sure that if that happens, what it will look like, what it will be like. But I know that we will be holding a rally day. Which is an exhibit day. It may not necessarily be the time, we usually have an open house where everybody comes in and sees everything. We may have to, alter that, but we are going to have a rally day where kids can enter projects, and hopefully, again, fingers crossed about state fair. So.
Well, bless your heart. I know that if anybody, misses those kids, it's you, lady, and I really feel bad for you, and I'm hoping that we can get everything kind of lined out where the kids can at least have something to kind of memorialize the year and what they did with it. But we sure appreciate you, Miss Rhonda.
You too. We appreciate y'all, and just thank you for the time once a week.
Well, we love
and
you
all the
guys.
other little times, to be fair.
Well, and I told her, I said, man, I miss her. And I do. We get so used to talking to him on a regular basis, and then I haven't seen him in forever. So going to be coffee and donut time. I'll add donut to the coffee talk. The next time.
Yeah, we can't get donuts anymore either.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Boy, I'm telling you, I'm missing everything. But Miss Rhonda, Jill, thank you so much. We sure do appreciate you. You take care.
I do have one more thing. I'm going to have a little 4-H activity this Friday that's going to be available, and it's a Derby horse activity. And it's really cute, really neat, really simple, but really fun, something that can be a family affair. And also a time capsule, so the kids can start, writing things down, what they went through, because I think this is such a historical time. We will remember, but will we really remember the little details? So a time capsule that kids can write what took place and what's going on now, and they can look back 20 years from now and think, oh my gosh.
And you said this is on Friday?
This is on Friday, yes.
And you said now the Derby thing, repeat that for me again?
It is just a Derby horse activity, and it's just a little paper horse that they cut out, and just really simple, really basic, but I think it'll be lots of fun.
And that'll be available at the extension office, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to do that one because I'm going to miss the Derby. That's one of my favorite times all weekend.
I know.
I may go out there and get one for the child in me. How about that?
Come on.
Well, thanks again, Miss Rhonda. You take care and try to stay dry today.
Yeah.
Of course,
Thank you.
Caldwell County Extension Office and 4-H extraordinaire. We love that lady because she really does touch a lot of kids' lives, and no telling how many kids that she's led in the right direction over the years through 4-H, and does so much for them. So again, just kind of a reminder. She said Miss Ashley White is going to be putting some goodies out at the Caldwell County Extension Office to pick up. Of course, the Laugh and Learn packages. I think she said age 10 and under. It's the germs version of them this time. And of course, I think she said they were going to be available today. And then on Friday, Miss Rhonda Jewell's going to have the Derby horse activity and the time capsule for the kids available out at the Extension Office. If you haven't ever been out there to see it, it's right there on the front porch. I love that they have a front porch, by the way. It's just kind of fitting. But they put things on the front porch for free that you can go by and pick up. And they have been really, really regular with the grab bags and little brown bags. And of course, again, if you need soil samples, if you need your plants got some not so great aspects going on with it and you need that tested, they got all of those things. And Shane Bogle will still help you with that. Absolutely all of it. The drop-offs for it are there. If you need the phone number, here you go, 270-365-2787. It's a Caldwell County Extension Office, and we sure do appreciate them. Hey, hang out. More Coffee Talk is next on PKY.
I'm Becky Williamson with the Edge Media Group. For almost 15 years, I've been honored to help local businesses share what they do best, using the mouthpiece of our radio stations and digital advertising. Without a doubt, I've seen our business community experience many challenges over the years, and COVID-19 is certainly no exception. If you're the owner of a small business, this has possibly been one of the most challenging times you've ever experienced. I feel your pain. I want to see our small businesses succeed during and after this storm has passed. In fact, it's the goal of our marketing team. We haven't stopped working throughout this entire time, from turning around ads as quickly as the situation was changing, to sharing social media posts of our local businesses, to tirelessly brainstorming ideas every single day. Small businesses are our community's lifeblood, and I'm 100% all in doing my part to help them achieve the greatest comeback of all time. Will you join me?
Health First Community Health Center is doing our part to help stop the spread. We are now offering telehealth services to keep you healthy at home. Scheduling a virtual visit with your medical or behavioral health provider is easy. All you need is a smartphone, tablet, or computer, and internet access. Get the care that you need to stay mentally and physically well from the convenience of your home. Contact our office for an appointment at 877-667-7017. At Health First, your health is our first concern.
This is Mallory Hancock Lawrence, and we love our Caldwell and Lyon County friends. We invite you to come to Cadiz anytime you can to shop with us. We're making it even easier for you. Whether you work in Cadiz or just come to town for a visit, stop in and shop with us. But if you're in a hurry, you can pre-order your groceries at Hancock'sNeighborhoodMarket.com. It's so easy and convenient. Of course, we want to see your smiling face anytime we can, but if you're in a hurry, Hancock'sNeighborhoodMarket.com is the way to go. Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Cadiz.
1580 103.3 WPKY Coffee Talk this morning. And we want to coffee talk about Trice Hughes for a second. How about that? It's a great time to be thinking about tires. If you're like me, when you're looking at your tire, I don't know. Sure. But those are the people that know. And you need to take them over there and say, look, I want you to check this out for me and see what I need to do. And here's a deal that is good until tomorrow. So make sure you take advantage of this because it's gone tomorrow. $100 towards 4 Bridgestone Continental tires, Goodyear or Hankook tires. $70 toward Firestone or Michelin. $50 toward a BF Goodrich or General. Offer doubles if you purchase GM card or BiPower card. So look at that. The ways you can not only save, but double your savings. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. It's one of those things where they'll do your oil, they'll fix your oil, because I had an oil problem. They fixed all of that. They do the oil changes. If you've got a body shop concern or question, if you have a hard time dealing with the insurance, if you do need a body shop repair, they'll do all of that for you, from dealing with the insurance all the way to just changing the oil or telling you, yeah, you know what, you could really use a new set of tires, and it's becoming an urgent thing. With me, very often it becomes an urgent thing. Of course, we're getting into, as I look out the window, it's raining like cats and dogs right now, which made me think about, having an all-terrain tire or maybe an all-weather tire. That can really mean a lot in conditions like this, especially during the summer when those roads are heating up and then it rains on them. A lot of times it'll make them a little slick. Well, you want to have a good tire for that. And especially when the restrictions are lifted and we can all get out and hit the roads again, you're going to want to have a good tire to go and do that on. Here's how you do all of that. It's very simple. It's the same number. It's the same website. It's the same social media page. Trice Hughes, right here on Highway 91 North in Princeton. That's how, that's just, you don't need to go anywhere else. All you do is go to tricehughesgm.com, and you can do that and log on, and you can see even the times that they have available for their shop and their body shop, their service department, and even talk to a salesperson over the phone, and maybe you can go back and forth that way too. But anyway, very simple. They've taken all the kinks and the confusion out of all of it. Again, wonderful folks to work with. Every single day almost, I see some way that they're giving back to the community in one way or another. And whether it's, buying lunch for nurses or actually buying tires and giving them tires for having to stay at the rest homes and that sort of thing. You know what? They've really taken care of our community as well. And just, if nothing else, tell them thank you. And those service guys are really making sure that they're working hard for you. 365-5522, working together with your home team at Trice Hughes. It's tricehughesgm.com. Trice wants your business, so give Trice a try. 365-5522.
The greatest comeback of all time is coming soon.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Health First Community Health Center.
And here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast for today. Well, looks like it's going to rain. I warned you that rain was going to come back. I will say it wasn't supposed to hit just quite yet. We were supposed to get another couple of hours reprieve on that, but it looks like we're not going to. And from the long line, it looks like it's going to be here for the day. So just kind of get ready for that umbrella. It may let up a little bit as far as how hard it's coming down, but it looks like we're going to be set in for a wet day today. So make sure you take your umbrella wherever you go. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea for a rain jacket as well. The high's only going to hit 66. Now tonight, 40% chance of showers overnight, low 48. Tomorrow, that slight chance of showers is supposed to end early morning. Let's hope that it does that. Partly sunny by lunchtime, high 63, and then on Friday, sunny, high 72. It is 62 at 8:55, 1580, 103.3 WPKY. During this trying time of the COVID-19 crisis, the Body Shop at Trice Hughes is open for business to help you with your repair needs. With the uncertainty that these times bring, Trice Hughes wants you to know they will help with your insurance deductible to get your vehicle repaired. Call for an appointment or free estimate at 270-365-5522. Working together with your home team at Trice Hughes will make sure you receive the service you deserve.
We at the Edge Media Group believe in the power of prayer. That's why we're asking you to pray for our community. It's simple. Just record yourself on your phone and email us your prayer. Give your name and record your prayer. We'll do the rest. Email your prayer to prayerswpky@gmail.com. We'll broadcast a community prayer on this station every day around 10 in the morning and 10 in the evening. Before our morning prayer at 10, we will ring bells as requested by Governor Andy Beshear. We will get through this together.
1580 103.3 WPKY. And if you haven't eaten this morning and your stomach is growling, I can tell you where to go. Here's one that you don't see just everywhere. Miss Kay has got liver and onions on Wednesday. How about that? That's today, and that's where she's going to have it at, right here in Princeton. A couple of blocks away from the courthouse, right there on North Jefferson Street in Princeton. Let me give you this phone number real quick, and then I'll tell you a little bit more. 365-2709. You got it? 365-2709. That's the phone number for Kay's Kitchen. Now, of course, the other day, do you know what she had? Just yesterday, I guess. She had banana ice cream, homemade banana ice cream. Not any of this pudding on a stick thing. No. She had homemade banana ice cream and salmon patties and pork tenderloin and all kinds of stuff yesterday. Today, she said, you know what? We're going to throw out some liver and onion. Normally, she has meatloaf on Wednesday, too. Not that I know exactly what day she has meatloaf on. Well, maybe I do. It's kind of a local favorite. If you haven't been there, her plate lunches are so good with all the veggies and all the fixings. And maybe if you say, hey, you know what? I'm not in the mood for all of that right now. I just want a good cheeseburger. I can tell you she can hook you up with that, too. Yeah, I know. I've told you before, it's the kind with the juice kind of running down your chin there and the bacon and that's how we order it anyway. You can get a chicken sandwich. You can get an omelet for lunch if you want. Of course, it's still breakfast time for most folks. She's got a ton of breakfast options to include this French toast with the powdered sugar and the whole 9 yards. It's great. Here's the phone number again, 365-2709. And she has a drive-through window right now. Doggone it, they put in a drive-through window just for you. Of course, they've been doing this call-in order thing for years. This is nothing new for her. You've always been able to do that. 365-2709 is the way that everybody's been doing it for years. Now she's put in actually installed a drive-through window and a whole area there on the side for your convenience because of this whole coronavirus mess. She said, you know what? I want to make it easy for everybody. So there you go. 365-2709. Give them a call at Kay's Kitchen and tell Miss Kay that we said we love her and that we sent you over there and that her homemade banana ice cream was like amazing, okay? 8:58, stick around, Coffee Talk still to come.
You have taken every precaution possible during COVID-19 to protect your family. But what about your vehicle? Is it safe? What about your tires? Purcell Tire is here to help you take care of your vehicle to ensure the safety for you and your family. The time will come when we can all hit the road and enjoy a normal life again. Those stimulus checks are arriving. Why not invest in your family's safety with new tires from Purcell Tire, Princeton, 309 U.S. Highway 62 West, or on the web at purcelltire.com.
1580 103.3 WPKY. And of course, right around the corner is a couple of things we don't want to forget about. Mother's Day is one of those things coming up very soon. I believe it's May 10th. So, I mean, it's literally right around the corner. And, one of those things that we've talked an awful lot about at PKY is support local. And it's because we love our businesses. We've seen the outpouring of love from all of the people who live here in Caldwell County to our support local in our businesses here. The theater, Capitol Theater, just another example of that. Of course, over the last weekend. And this is gearing up to be another one of those weeks where we've got people that are really participating in activities and really coming back to home to spend that stimulus check and to spend that money. And we appreciate that. The businesses appreciate that. Of course, Edge Media Group, our wonderful, beautiful Beth Mann, and a huge initiative that she started here for all of us at Edge Media Group. Hashtag support local. And that's worked like a dream as far as making sure everybody comes together. Because we know everybody's doing it and we know everybody's going out, but we want to see that and we want to share that with each other. Because if nothing else, that's what I think one of the things that we've learned through COVID-19 is sharing things as a community and backing each other up as a community. And the evidence of that is just amazing, and the outpour of that is amazing online. And right now, we're asking that you do the census. And I know that we're having fun with it, and I like to pick at Wade White just because he's a buddy, and I think he's it's just a lot of fun because he's fun to pick on, if you want to know the truth. But we're having a border war with Crittenden County and Lyon County right now, but with the census, and we'd love for you to get involved. Now, if you say, I don't know how to get involved and all of that, well, yes, you do. Hang on, I'm going to tell you, okay? Just the other day, there was some donations put out by Jeff Sims and Amy Sims, and they said, you know what, we'll give $250 if we can get to 80% participation in Caldwell County. Now, what that means is that 80% of the people, not even 100%, just 80% of the people that live in Caldwell County actually took a couple of minutes and filled out the census. It doesn't take long, and it's absolutely free. There's no reason not to do it. It's not going to cost you anything. On a day like today when it's raining, what are you going to do outside? But if you wanted to, you could fill out the census under the shade tree, even with the sun shining, to be perfectly honest, or sit down on the porch, whatever. So fill that out, because all we have to do is have 80% by May 1st. That's the deadline they gave us. And if we do that as a community, as a county, then they're going to donate $250 to King's Kitchen. And now listen, King's Kitchen feeds our kids through the summer. These are kids that normally would not be able to have the meals. And they, because school's not going on, they don't get school meals during the summer like that. They don't go to school. So King's Kitchen is wonderful and loving, and they pick up where maybe, when we're out of school for summer vacation, where that left off, where the backpack program kind of, went away because of school, and then now we're in the summer. They feed them all summer long, and they go out of their way to do that. But that takes funds, okay? That takes donations to be able to do that. That takes a lot of hands and a lot of effort by a lot of people. And the way that we do that is supporting them every single year. And Caldwell County has always supported them every single year. And I have no doubt that this year is going to be any different. Here's a great way to support not only your county, the things that we're going to be able to bring to Caldwell County and King's Kitchen at the same time. Just filling out the census. It's free. You don't even have to get in your car to go anywhere. You don't have to do anything. Just fill it out. If you've got a mom and dad, or, hey, you know what? I needed a little help at first. I didn't know what it was. But it was so easy. I thought it was going to be hard. It wasn't hard at all. It was so easy. So all you do is log on, and there's a link right there on our website. And as long as we fill it out to 80%, they're going to do $250. And they say, wait a minute, because we love our seniors, our class of 2020, here's what we're going to do. And well, let's be honest, we're all competitive around here. Caldwell County loves anything that we can be competitive out. Jeff Sims says, you know what? I'm going to give another $250 and make it $500 to King's Kitchen if we can get to 80% before Lyon County and Crittenden County. And I like the sound of that. And Wade says we're beating them right now. So I want to make sure that we continue to do that. We still got to get to 80% in the next 2 days. All we got to do is log on, fill out the census. If we get there to 80% before Crittenden and Lyon, we get another $250 from Jess Sims. John Lundstrom said, wait a minute, if we can beat Crittenden and Marion, I'm up for and good for $100. I'll give that to King's Kitchen. So we're now up to $600 worth of donations to King's Kitchen, as long as Caldwell County, not even everybody, just 80% of us in Caldwell County actually fill out the census. So do that over the week, okay? Especially today. It's a good rainy day, good day to do it. And it helps everybody involved. And of course, it's from right here at 1580 103.3 WPKY Princeton. And Edge Media Group. Hashtag support local today, would you? Be kind to one another. Enjoy the rain. Look out the window and, do some indoor stuff. Play Monopoly. But have us turned on, okay? 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Community Medical.
And here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast for today. Showers, thunderstorms after lunch are a possibility as well. It was actually coming down pretty hard a while ago. Had a lot of rain and wind mixed in with that. Those gusts can get up to 23 mile an hour, they're calling for, and that will significantly blow things around on your porch if you don't have them nailed down. So be aware of that. High 66 tonight. 40% shot at showers overnight, low 48. Tomorrow, slight chance of showers, little bitty chance, or an early morning. Should be sunny by lunchtime, high 63. Then on Friday, sunshine, high 72. Now that sunshine is going to stay with us all the way through Sunday. Highs in the upper 70s Saturday and Sunday with the sunny kickoff to the work week, and Monday's high near 78. Again, it's 62 and climbing. 905 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Celebrating 70 years of community service. We're 1580 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The American economy shrank at a rate of 4.8% in the first quarter of the year due to coronavirus shutdowns kicking in March. It's the biggest contraction since 2008. White House advisor Jared Kushner tells Fox he thinks May will be a transition month as more businesses reopen.
I think you'll see by June a lot of the country should be back